You know, if the game is in Colorado, we are going to have a high total, and that's what we have today. 10.5 set by odds makers when the Washington Nationals and Steven Strasburg take on John Gray and the Colorado Rockies. 10.5, a bit too much in my opinion with these two guys on the mound. Strasburg has pitched well against Colorado, even in Colorado, and I think John Gray, the young 24-year-old, is looking for a bounce-back game, and he's shown the capability of pitching well at Coors Field. So I'm going to go ahead and back under the total in this matchup. Of course, we're always going to get a high total in Colorado, but I like for the pitchers to pitch well enough today to keep this under the total. All right, we got the Washington Nationals here. Steven Strasburg, he's been fantastic. He's been even better on the road. He comes in overall 3.07 ERA, 1.04 WHIP. Even better numbers on the road with an ERA of around 1.7 when he travels and an 8-0 record. He's just been fantastic. Batters hitting under 200 against him. Now, of course, in Coors Field, completely different ball game. Still, last couple times he's pitched there, he's been fine. He's allowed just 6 hits in about 12 innings of work, allowed just 4 earned runs. So he's pitched well at Coors Field his last couple opportunities. And against Colorado overall, he's 4-1 in his last 5 starts with a 1.82 ERA. So I look for him to come in and pitch well today and not be intimidated by the thin air. The Nationals at the plate, one of the better hitting teams in the National League, but they could struggle at times to time, and I think they're in a tough spot today against a guy looking for a big bounce-back game, and one who can produce that in this guy right here. John Gray gets start for Colorado. Man, really has struggled the last couple starts. Overall, he comes in 4.55 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, but has allowed 14 earned runs in his last two starts, over 8 innings. Prior to that, I mean, he was pitching really well this season, so his numbers just really went up. At home, his 5 starts prior to these last 2 games, he allowed 8 total earned runs in Coors Field over 30 innings. So he has the ability to keep the damage to a minimum. I think he's going to be able to do that today. Great bounce back spot for this young pitcher who has some pretty good potential. At the plate, Colorado offensively, they're the best home hitting team in the National League. Still, they're facing a really good pitcher in Strasburg today who can keep them down, and I think he's going to be able to do that. So 10.5, I expect both these teams to score, but under the 10.5, I think is what we're going to see as a final. That's my MLB pick today, and I wish you guys luck on your picks today.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.